Hey guys, I'm in the custom shop. If my voice sounds extra berry whitish, it's because I'm not feeling good. Caught a cold. But I'm not here to complain or talk to you about my cold. I'm here to touch base with Matt. We're going to start a new little series called Build Tips with Matt. Yeah, it's really catchy. So let me just show you a quick couple of shots here in the shop, show you what's going on, and then we'll get right to Matt, and he's got a tip for the day for building. All right, we're up in the shop here. My new flinch is still underway. Really excited about getting this bad boy back up in the air again. A great little wing, also be found in the store. Great setup. All right, Matt's working on a really slick aircraft. You're working on what, a sweep wings?
This is a Juggernaut, and we're trying to do it in kind of a Boba Fett from Star Wars theme. And you know, honestly, this is you're really just invited into our shop on a day that I'm actually working. We have a deadline. We're trying to get things done. Weather here has been horrible, and coming from a Floridian, when the Virginians are telling me it's horrible, you know, I'm believing them. But it's cold outside. It's nasty. We need to get this ready for Florida, but there is something I'm not doing. I'm not rushing and pushing the installation of all the electronics. That you need to be careful of. You need to make sure that stuff is evenly spaced apart. You want to make sure that you don't have a lot of wires bunched up, and to achieve that, it takes a little bit of planning. Let me show you real quick something that I've come up with that is, I mean, it just really cuts your build time by leaps and bounds. Take a look. Now, I've literally used a sharp tip, one of the fine tip Sharpies. What I did, and let me back around you, Jeremiah. I'm gonna get one of our pieces out here, an example of the Easy UHF. Now, it's like I said, I'm in the middle of actual building. It's dirty in here. Sorry about that, but you know, I clean up after builds. I'm sure everybody can sympathize with me there. All right, so here's what we do. We take everything, we actually put it together, and we set it on the plane like it's meant to be. Okay, we've done that with a vector. You know, we've got our Easy UHF here, servo spots, and here's going to be the video transmitter. And definitely separate out your signal, your video, and everything. Go ahead and move them out as far as you can. You can see we're moving these out to the extreme corners of the wing, but you know, it balances perfect. Now, getting back to what we were saying with this, what I've been doing while Jeremiah was grabbing the camera and we decided to do this build tip video, I was trimming out around the places that I'm going to be removing laminate. Now, the reason I'm removing the laminate is because when we're hot wire cutting, the laminate itself cuts at a different temperature than the foam does, and a lot of times you get really sloppy cuts, and then on the laminate too, it curls up and it gets stiff, and then the paint, I mean, if you've noticed on this plane we use a lot of different colors of paint. The paint tends to kind of melt in with the laminate plastic, and it's not good. Go ahead and take the time, use a razor knife, cut out the outlines that you've drawn. Now, I'm not going to recreate a lot of this because I'm sure everybody knows about cutting with razor knives, but there is one thing I'm doing. I'm not being unsafe here. What I'm doing is I'm actually gauging the depth of the blade with my finger. Okay? Now, I'm literally just scoring the top. Do not, whatever you do, don't make deep cuts in your plane. You sacrifice the structural integrity of everything when you start making deep cuts. Okay? Because the foam itself definitely is a stress member. Alright, I've got a little metal spatula here, and because I am being safe, I'm going to put the razor knife up somewhere. Jeremiah's blocking where I normally put it. And I'm just going to flip up a little bit of laminate there. Okay, now I'm not going to take you into all the process with the cutting with the hot wire or anything, but I will take you a little bit further than this. Notice, nice, just foam. I can cut that out. I've done that on all of the surfaces. Flip it up. a little bit. Okay, pop it off. Not a problem. But you see, I still have construction lines. And now I am going to grab the knife again because I'm going to deconstruct one of my construction lines. This is where I'm going to have the SMA cable running out. So I don't need to do this deeply because I'm actually going to do it with a hot wire. I like how it trenches better, especially when you're dealing with, you know, fatter cables like the SMA cable. Alright, so now I can start deconstructing here. This is a custom build and everything. I didn't just ruin it by drawing all over it with Sharpie. Take a look at this stuff. You can grab Goof Off. There's another brand called Goo Gone. They both work wonders on most things, with Sharpie not being the exception. Watch this.
I like the brand you picked is called Goof Off.
I felt a kinship.
I can see that.
All right, take a look. I just put a little tiny bit on the end of a rag. And watch this. Okay. Look at there. Like it never even happened. However, I will warn you. Goof Off leaves a residue. When you're done cleaning up your construction lines and everything, get a paper towel or something and some alcohol and make sure you clean the surface, because whatever if you want to put decals, you want to put whatever else on it, it's not going to adhere like you want it to, because there is going to be a little bit of a slippery film left over from the Goof Off.